black rubber bands and a couple of bobby pins. That's all you need. In the past, we've used these little plastic ones right here, the white ones and stuff. And you can do this style on any, can you take off your jacket, or are you cold? It'd be easier. Oh, you're eating. I didn't know you were eating. Eating on the go.
Well, she's
Poor
here for the
kid.
rest of the night
I'm like,
now.
oh my gosh.
Poor thing.
I said, yeah, that's why I said, Taya, come with me and stuff, help, you know. Okay, let me get on my clippers. You might need a couple of clips like this to clip the hair out of the way. And what we're gonna do, the style that I had talked to Lana about, is we're gonna do a high pony. And then we're gonna do, because Lana, you said you wanted to do a poof, so we can do a
little
poof.
bit of height
I
right
do
there,
like the
rather than
height
so
too.
flat.
I know some of the girls don't like that,
I know
but
they
I
don't.
like it.
We didn't ask him.
I know. That's what Taya's like, a poof, and I said, I love the poof, Taya. I just love the way it looks on you guys, you know. I don't think so. I think it looks better with the poof too, so I like that. And this is gonna look different how we're gonna do this. So what you're gonna do, comb all the hair out. Get you a rat tail comb like this. We're gonna part it right in the middle. I know this sounds kind of weird with the poof, what we're gonna do. And I try to just, you know, go with the nose and stuff. And then you're gonna make a section right behind the ear. Like about right. Okay, turn your head so they can see. See where that's at right there? Right behind the ear. And then you're just gonna take this section, and usually, like when she flat irons her hair, it's so silky, and I can't hold on to it, and the pins slide out. So what I do is I mist it with a little bit of water, just to kind of get it out of my way, and then the pins will hold better in the hair that way. So I'm just gonna pin that out of the way, and then do the other side. And the lines don't have to be perfect, they don't have to be straight and everything, because you're not gonna see the lines on there anyway. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing with that. Sometimes it's better when your daughter has dirty hair. Her hair's clean every day. She washes it too much. And it's harder to do hair that you've flat ironed and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling this up into a high pony. The higher, the better. And you're gonna have to really pull this hair up, because it needs to be about right here. I mean, it's gonna be like right where the ears are at, going right up on the top.
They're on top.
If you don't get it that high and it's back here, it doesn't look as good. Because of the kind of look that we're going for, we wanna get it as high as we can. So what I usually do is comb it almost like you're doing it backwards, you know, and flip it around like that. And Lana does not like these right here.
I hate fuzzies, Mom, so.
And I don't like them
Hair gel,
either.
I love it.
And that's what I would normally do, but since I'm gonna do her hair again, I'm not gonna put, I'm gonna pretend this is my gel.
Just a little.
So I gotta do her hair again at 8:30, so I don't wanna put too much gel in it so it doesn't get hard and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the water for now. But really, any kind of gel will work to get all those up like that. Or you can use some hairspray as you're doing it too, and I'll use a little bit in the hair. Keep pulling that straight up and hold on to it tight. And see how, can you turn around, see how tight that is, that we're just pulling it up, and hold on to it as tight as you can. Mist it with more water or hairspray. And this is a really cute style too. And what I do is I like to check kind of where my hand's at to see where that's gonna be.
So it's gonna be clear up by that part.
Oops, that just broke.
That broke.
That one just broke. I have another one here, Taya. And I'm gonna show you a trick about that too, when they break like that too. So see, now I gotta do it all over again. I had it just perfect. Must have been an old one that we had, Taya. in there.
Must have been.
And the tighter ones are harder. Okay, now we're gonna put that as tight as we can. I'm just gonna make sure there's no little hairs coming forward. See how high that is? And that's where a lot of people have problems. They don't get it high enough. And thank God I don't have my nails on. I usually have long nails, but I'm working on a rental house right now. I'm like, I'm not gonna have no nails. And then I usually check it to make sure it's even with her nose. Then you pull it up. Now, a trick to this too, I want this to stand up a little higher because we're gonna take care and wrap it around. And if you leave this rubber band like that, it's just gonna be low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take another one and we're gonna wrap it around the hair so it can be a little bit taller because it looks a lot better. And try not to put it on the other one. Try to do it right on top of the bottom one. See how that kind of stands up a little bit more? And make sure it's tight and snug. I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna mist a little bit more water. At the corner of the eyebrows, just right at the corner, we're gonna come up like this at an angle. And you're gonna leave, because we're gonna do a poof, and you're gonna leave this down. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side, right here with the eyes. And this is gonna be your poof. You want it kind of wide. You don't want it just right here. I've seen some kids have it, you know, that's just not a very big poof. So, and then check your sides to make sure they're even. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin this out of the way. And then this right here, because you have these little flyaways and you'll catch them as you're back combing this. So it's always easier if you kind of gel it or spray it a little bit. And Taya has a lot of little baby hairs, and that's, it doesn't matter how short the hair is, you can get it all slicked back. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the first section right through here. You can do about a ½ inch. And then we're gonna back comb that. And you can use a comb or you can use your brush. I like the back combing brushes. I don't know if you guys ever used these before. These are really nice. And you just want to do it about 3 or 4 times like that. And what I like to do is I like to spray it a little bit. And I won't put a lot of spray because like I said, we're going to do it again. And then get another section of hair. Do the same thing. And really this is not hard, so don't get scared or anything like that. Because everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's too
You might
hard.
wanna
But
practice it once or twice.
yeah,
before
and
we
that would
go.
be okay. And that's what we did with Karen's class. She had the moms actually do the hair.
Nice, okay.
And that was a lot of help.
I didn't think about it, we should.
Yeah, that was because that's when you ask questions, because you're gonna be like, oh, that looks pretty easy. When you do it, it's a lot harder. You know, for
Don't tell
somebody that
Matt.
doesn't do hair. Well, for somebody that doesn't do hair, you know. When I kept saying it's easy, and everybody said, yeah, for you, but but I'll be there. I can help you guys if you guys have any questions or anything like that. And then we did another section like this, and you just keep doing it until we form our poof. And I normally would put a little bit more back combing in it, but not today. Just a little bit. And I have a good model. This one doesn't complain. She's used to it. Right, Taya? And if their hair is really fine, like, you know, it's just really fine, like baby hair, you can always just put a little spray or use some dry shampoo. This is really good for baby fine hair because then it gives it that dirty texture feeling, and this right here works really good to give them that fullness because when their hair's so slick, it's hard to hold on to. So now we're forming our poof now, and I like to spray it just a little bit, and then we'll start smoothing it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect because there's little tricks of how you can pull it out if you didn't get it high enough or whatever. And I spray it as I go, because you can see all these little hairs sticking up through here. And don't over brush it, you know, just barely comb it out. Are you done eating?
Oh, you're spring, you're spring.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sure you've had more than that before. Okay, we're starting to get the form of it. You only need 2 bobby pins, but some people like to use a lot more depending on how thick the hair is. And then you can twist it a little bit to hold it down. And I like to look at it because to make sure that you have it. And if it's like higher on one side, don't worry about it. There's tricks of how to do that once you pin it. So now we're gonna pin it down right here. Does
You
this
say
look
right
easy,
here.
guys?
Is it right in
Right
front
in
of the ponytail holder?
Yes.
Okay.
And you guys can look at it too if you wanna look to see where I have it at. Then you put your bobby pin in there. Next. And if you need to use more bobby pins, like I said, some of the girls' hair is probably really thick. This is where I would try to, it's hard for me to work without a mirror because I'm used to looking in a mirror all the time. So when you work like this, it's really, okay. So I'm gonna look at it. I feel like it's a little bit too high there. I'm gonna pull it out here just a little bit. But Lana does like the bigger poofs. So the bigger, like this, that's not too big right through there.
Jesus.
And then after you do that, spray it
Oh my God.
and barely slick it back like that. And then now we're gonna do our sides. Oh, and then make sure you smooth this out, but when you comb this out, this part right here, make sure you hold on to your ponytail because you don't wanna pull out that poof. Then we're gonna take the sides and see how she's got all those little hairs right there. So that's where you would take, you know, any kind of gel that you have. And then I like to put a little bit of water with it too. Pull that together. See how easy this looks, guys? Sure. Nobody's smiling.
After the first time, it'll all be okay.
Yeah. And if you guys have questions, I will be there. I mean, you guys can ask me, you know, if you need any help or anything like that. So we put a little bit of water, a little bit of gel. If there's any that's out, there's ways to do that too. And then I like to smooth this out a little bit. I'm using more water than gel just so I don't get her hair too stiff. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this hair, make sure it's all smoothed out. And then you're gonna go around the ponytail like that, and keep going around until you run out of hair. And what I like to do at the ends, they're so slick right here. I do like to put a little bit of water, a little gel, and hairspray, because it goes underneath the ponytail better when you do that. And then I get a bobby pin, and I put it, you can do it any how you want, but this is the easiest way for me. And after I get it, the hair like that, I go down through the bottom, and then I put the bobby pin in, and it locks that hair in place. So see, it's tight, it's not coming out. And then the rest of this, I'll just wrap around underneath, and then you can just spray that down like that. This side, we're gonna do the same thing with this side. Some little hairs coming out. Got those little hairs, just keep spraying it. Smooth it out with your hands, and do the same with this. So you're gonna take it, go around the other way.
So you go on top of the head,
Yeah,
and then it's.
so you're gonna,
In
this
front of the
one's gonna go this
ponytail.
way on top, this one's gonna go always on top.
Okay.
Never go underneath. And, do the same thing, go all the way around. Lana, does this look easy? Like an easy
Yeah, I
hairstyle?
think so. Don't
You
you all
said, you
really?
said easy, so I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to find something easy,
I
and I
think
think
that's-
this is cute.
I do too.
I really like it a lot.
Sleek looking, everybody will look alike.
And then the same thing, get you a bobby pin.
I just didn't see where you put that pin exactly.
What you can do, after you wrap that around the hair like this, you can put it, I think it's easier when I do this, and then I just go down through the hair. And it doesn't matter where you put the pin,
Okay.
as long as it's tight. Okay. And if you have that little piece, it's just a little bitty piece, all you gotta do is spray it and tuck it in there. Now, sometimes when you do this, you're gonna find that you have a hole right here, which I don't have one right there right now. But if it's separated, all you have to do is get your, you know, just a brush like this, and you can move it together, and it will just go together. Cause I don't like to see little, like, it almost looks like a bald spot or something like that. I like it to be all smooth. And just smooth it together. But this one came out really good. Now I'm gonna look at the front. And then what I do, I feel like it's just a little bit off. So what you do is just pull it this way. You might hurt your kid, but that's okay. Right, Taya? And then this right here, pull it tight again. Raise it up like this. And either, Lana, we can have it straight, or whatever you wanna do. Or
What do you
curl
guys
it,
wanna
or
do,
whatever.
Straight or curly? I don't really care.
I know the
Straight.
girls like straight,
I
cause
don't
they don't
care.
wanna mess with the curls.
Uh-huh.
You know, and they're
I
like,
just have some curly headed girls in here.
yeah. Well,
Well,
you can
one's-
flat iron the, you know, if you have somebody with curly hair, you can flat iron it.
I think it's gonna be easier to get everything to stay looking right if we go straight though.
Yes. Yeah, because once I straighten it to do that, it's hard to get it curly.
Yes,
back.
let's just straighten.
But if you guys wanna come and
Straight,
look at
straight.
it and see how it looks,